And now, another episode of The Rebel's Roost, starring the Rebel. I wondered just how to put this. And there's no good way to put this. So I'm just going to come right out with it. America, are you fucking nuts? Yeah, mental breakdown, ain't you? You're fucking morons. You have to be morons. Because if you wasn't morons, people wouldn't be saying, let's make Trump president. Or, even worse, let's make Cruz a president. On one hand, you got Trump, a corporate fascist, who would be right home in a black uniform with a skull and crossbones and stormtrooper insignias. Then on the other side of the spectrum from Trump on the clown car, you've got Cruz. Cruz is a religious fanatic that thinks he's God. Does Jonestown come to mind? Of course, on the Democratic side, you've got Hillary. Hillary's a bitch. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against a woman as president. I would love to see Elizabeth Warren president. Or at least vice president. But Hillary's a corporate shill. She got too much ties to Wall Street, the banks, and all this other crap. It's a fucking corporate puppet. Just as much as the Republicans are. Now, let's face it. The woman worked for Goldwater in '64. That's not someone that I want to lead my country. And if she was a man, I still wouldn't like her. So let's just get that out of the way. I have nothing against a woman president. I feel that in my lifetime, there's a good possibility there will be a woman president. Just not Hillary Clinton. Now, of course, you say, oh, man, you must be a socialist. You're voting about Socialist Sanders. Guess you're right. But let me tell you something. If you live in America, you already live in a socialist country. This country is a socialist country before the word socialism even fucking existed. And if you don't like me saying that, fuck you. Read your goddamn history. Actually find out what the hell socialism is. Socialism is not communism. And you know, they say that between 18 and 29-year-olds are the main backers of Sanders. I'm 54 years old and I back Sanders. I'm a fucking baby boomer and I back Sanders. Why? Because Sanders is an old fucking civil rights era hippie. And we hippies have never been able to be in charge yet. You want things to be right? It's simple. Quit electing the idiots. Quit electing the morons. And quit electing the goddamn fanatics. You've got that Paul Ryan dumbass who says that we're going to make America right again. We're going to unveil our agenda. We're going to fix shit. Paul Ryan, the only way you're going to fix shit is if you and those other morons, you got friends of yours in the House and the Senate, resign en masse. You say compromise like it's a bad thing. Democrats have always been willing to compromise, but not at the expense of selling out the fucking country and everyone in it. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he was saying that if Hillary gets a nomination, he's going to vote for Trump. Which actually makes him a chump. Just because you don't like Hillary, you're going to vote for a fascist son of a bitch. I think back in history, the last time people voted for fascists like this, Hitler came to power. Now, I do not use that analogy lightly, but that's what this election reminds me of, the election of Germany in 1932. And we all know how that turned out. It was in all the papers. They made movies about it. And it looks like now it's our turn to be idiots. You wonder why other countries don't particularly like Americans? It's because the past, since 1981, let's say. Suddenly it was Reagan. We've been fucking morons. And news. Reagan wasn't a saint. Reagan wasn't God. Reagan was a dumbass. Reagan was a parrot. The corporations told him what to say, and he said it. The man never had an original thought in his life. And that came from people who knew the man. Hell, the man was never more than a B actor. But let's face it. The people who vote Republican and vote against their own interests are ignorant motherfuckers. Are inbred morons. And personally, I have no use for them. You can do what you want. But if you elect a Republican, things don't go from bad to Holocaust. And you'll guarantee an armed revolution. If you vote for Hillary, things may not get that bad, but you also will guarantee an armed revolution eventually down the line. If you vote... Hold on! I am in a minute! If you vote for Sanders, you get a peaceful revolution, you get things fixed, and get everything back in order again. You choose America. Sanity or insanity. The choice is yours. And to those that I may have pissed off here in the past 10 minutes of talking, fuck you. This is Rebel for Rebel's Roost, saying keep the fires of discontent burning. I'm out of here.